McFadden likes to call me, which is he, she, or whatever. I work at the Bail Project, which is a national nonprofit that has a local site here that pays the bail for people who can't afford to get out of jail themselves and supports them through court. But today I'm speaking for myself and not on behalf of any organization. The state currently has 10 pending misdemeanor charges against me, all of which infringe upon what the Constitution alleges is my First Amendment right to protest, to speech, to assembly. I, like so many people with us here today, who have spoken and who have not spoken, have been tackled, shackled, battered, and bruised for passing out water and food, for providing hotels with community donations for folks coming out of jail and for homeless folks in our community, and for getting people rides to wherever they need to go. The state has been trying to make our work seem dangerous, seem criminalized, but the only danger that we pose is to the status quo. You can't measure the impact that jail support and that the communities that have been supporting our work have done. But you can measure the danger by the state and the people that CMPD has killed in the streets. In the people that have been found dead out of neglect in the jail, right? In the number of COVID positives inside the jail, and the number of tests that are not being administered in there. And you can measure the danger that the state poses in our community by the bruises on our bodies for believing and demanding that Black Lives Matter. One thing that the state has been doing in retaliation of our work is trying to make it impossible for us to do our work. That's evidenced by how Tim has been charged with a felony, which is a direct attempt to take his bar license, right? That's evidence in how Ms. Cannon was fired from her job, terminated from her job. For me, that's looked like making it impossible to provide the support that I need to provide for my clients at the nonprofit. Last week, after I was arrested at the sit-in for jail support, of which I was a proud participant, I attempted to go into the court like I've been doing for well over a year at my job to look up information on my clients to help them get to their court dates, right? I was immediately surrounded upon entry by 7 officers, 7 Sheriff's Department officers, something which is a new experience for me, but for the Black and brown folks that jail support services is just standard every day. They searched my backpack 3 times before completely emptying the contents, something that has never happened to me after entering this courthouse for years to do this work. Tried to take my phone from me, of which I would not give them, and then told me that I could not be in the clerk's office, which is a public space. If it weren't for attorneys and social workers and community members that have been seeing me do this work who are in the clerk's office and demanded that I stay in that moment, I would have had to leave. After that, while I was at the computer trying to do my work, they circled back and just continued to say nasty things to me while I was trying to do my work. I also found out that McFadden went to colleagues at my job and managers at my job and tried to talk about the mischief I've been causing. Thankfully, I work for a place that sees the value in the mutual aid work we've been doing. But it did make me question what kind of backdoor conversations happen above Ms. Cannon's head and behind Ms. Cannon's back. McFadden, as well as the DA and CMPD and the city and county officials that continue to ignore our cries for community support, can continue to criminalize jail support, but we will continue to provide this mutual aid. When you come for our bar license, we will stand behind you. When you come for our jobs, we will help you get a new one. And when you come for our bodies, we will keep each other safe. Just like the civil rights activists of the 1950s and 1960s before us, when all the dust settles, we'll know what side of history we're on.
Thank you all for joining us. Jail support is essential. Our lives are essential. The work we do for this community is essential. We are not giving up. We are not going away.